There's also some breaking news just coming in. The White House is accusing North Korea now of covertly shipping artillery shells to Russia. Officials say that North Korea is trying to make it look like that ammunition is being sent to the Middle East and Northern Africa, when in fact it may be going into the hands of the Russians. Let's start with Russia's nuclear weapon discussions. Nick Smith is here with the very latest on several developing elements in the ongoing war. Nick.
Marni, good morning. There are several developments, like you just said. We're getting new information into the newsroom. That report in the New York Times talks about how the Biden administration was concerned over conversations about the use of nuclear weapons because it shows Russia's desperation amid setbacks in its battle with Ukraine. In that New York Times report, it is stated that U.S. officials learned of these conversations mid-October. They were among senior Russian military leaders and included suggestions of when and how Russia might use a tactical nuclear weapon in Ukraine. President Vladimir Putin was reportedly not part of those conversations, but American officials said there is no evidence that Russia was moving the weapons into place or doing anything else to prepare for a possible strike. The Pentagon estimates Russia has about 2,000 tactical nuclear weapons. These weapons are meant to be used at shorter ranges, unlike intercontinental ballistic missiles. Now, it's worth noting that at a high-profile annual speech last week, President Putin said there was no need for using nuclear weapons in Ukraine. This report of nuclear discussions happening as Russia's defense minister told its officials in Turkey that Moscow would rejoin a Black Sea grain deal that allows for the safe passage of millions of tons of grain exports from Ukraine. Russian leaders saying they agreed to rejoin after getting written confirmation from Ukrainian officials that Ukraine would not use that sea corridor for military action against Russia. Russia leaving this deal last week signaled a possible food shortage across several countries. But Marni, we can report that that deal for right now appears to be in place as it was. Marni?
Yeah, a change of heart, it seems, but we shall see. Nuclear weapons, Nick, obviously a big weapon of concern in the war, but it really isn't the only one.
It is not, Marni. In fact, we're understanding that Iran is considering sending weapons to Russia, and this, of course, would be the weapons that Russia is looking for, those intercontinental ballistic missiles and other drones, and we've seen the damage that those drones can do. Marni?
Yeah, absolutely. Wreaking havoc and terror on so many. Nick, thank you for that reporting this morning. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.